Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. Hashtag rise and grind, hashtag rise and grind. First thing on my mind, early in the morning time. Daily motivation, feeling so divine. Waking up the nation, hashtag rise and grind, hashtag rise and grind, grind, grind.
Frelin Arts, subprime hero up in the house. What's going on, man? We got so much stuff going on this morning. Welcome to the Rise and Grind show. Hashtag Rise and Grind. I'm here with my friend Lou Ramirez. This is Frelin Arts, the subprime hero. Lou Ramirez, the car guy. We are bringing the energy this morning. We are caffeinating the culture. We are ready to go. How is your morning going? I hope it's going great. I see all these names popping up. Good morning, Wendy. Good morning, DM, Krista, Coco, everyone. Vicky, what's going on? Kim, hey, Verinda. What? I mean, the list keeps going and going and going, and I'm so excited about this morning because everyone's awake, everyone is caffeinated, and everyone is ready to go. What you doing, Lou?
Oh, I am having fun trying to dance between the digital, but it's okay because we are rising and grinding together today. I am so excited to be in a whole other part of Iowa. We've gone up to the top of Iowa, down to the bottom of Iowa, and now I'm going to be home by the end of the day so that I can be back in the studio with you. I can't wait till we can do this when we're sitting right next to each other. I can poke you, I can jab you, and I can get you cranked up and going. But Fred, what is today?
Wow. Today is 8, 10, 20, 21. It's already 10 days into the 8th month of the year that's going to change your life. Folks, time is going by fast. Take advantage of every moment. Do not waste it. Woo!
Woo-hoo. Yes, you don't want to waste today because this is the only time you're ever going to have it. So let's get ready to have some fun. Go ahead and tag your friends. Make sure that people get up in here. Share this around.
Share it.
Get ready to rise and grind.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? See, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you to create a new you must have a new mindset. When teams come together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts. Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to 7, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go. Come on. Fred, what's that quote of the day? I know we got a really nice
Man, I'm excited to bring this quote of the day because it is exactly on point what we're talking about. Grass is greener at your neighbor's place because they water it. That's by Tiffany Hart. Tiffany, you're right on the money on that. That is so true. It's right, exactly right. When you look at things and you see things that are brighter and better than what you have, it's only because they're out there taking care of it. They're fertilizing their lawn. They're taking care of it. And they're watering it. They're making sure that the attention that it needs, that it deserves, gets to it. It gets just like the seeds that we're going to plant, the seeds that we want to grow. We're going to make sure that they're watered and they're fertilized so that they do grow and we can bear the fruit that we want. Man, beautiful quote, Tiffany. Thank you so much for bringing the heat.
Tiffany, thank you so much for being right in line. You must have known, or everything must have known, that this week was going to be what we were talking about on Hashtag Rise and Grind. And we didn't even know until last week. Folks, that just goes to show that there is a bigger plan that we're all painted into, that we are just slowly beginning to find out where it is that we actually play inside of this field. But I am so excited to be here today. I had such a great time yesterday hearing and talking to other people and liking like crazy and commenting like crazy. Thank you so much, everybody, for participating with us yesterday. It blessed our heart to be able to feel the love, to be able to have the chance to share love with you, and to be able to bring encouragement to you in the morning. But we want to make sure that you wake up. So go ahead and make sure that once again you tag a friend. Go ahead and put a coffee cup emoji. I haven't had a cup of coffee yet. I'm just energized because I am a car guy that loves my life. I'm enjoying the opportunity that I get the chance to hang out here with my brother Fred and to step in for our brother Glenn, who's having an incredible time with his family.
Man, no doubt about it. And he's out there enjoying his life with his family, but he's still up early and he's still over here giving us mentorship, giving us love, showing us the next steps to growth, especially when it comes to this game. And I much appreciate what he's doing for us and what we can do for him. To be able to honor him like this week, it's going to be amazing. We're pumped up about this morning. Let's get you guys pumped up. Let's get you caffeinated. Let's get you going. Wow. We're talking about seed time and harvest. Today is August 10th, folks. It is time to get moving. It's time to get grooving. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Are you kidding me? On a Tuesday.
Top of a Tuesday to you.
So let's get this thing going, Lou. We're going to be talking about seed and time a lot today. We're talking because we want to get through this. What is so important about seed to you, Lou? What brings this up? What makes this want to be a subject that you want to talk about?
I love the idea of understanding that there's potential that's locked into little things. Right? I've been a little guy my entire life. I've always been the little guy. Okay, folks, for those of you that don't know, I'm the shorter one of the two. I'm not taller than Fred. I just jack my seat up a little bit higher. I don't know why. Maybe so that I can see, right? I mean, we were just at an event the other day and we were doing Forgive, Focus, Fly. I'm standing on the chairs. You still can't see me, right? You still couldn't see me. They were taking pictures. I was like, where was I inside of that picture? I know I was there. And you just couldn't see me. The vantage point wasn't right. But that's what I love about seeds, because they're so tiny and they create something huge. Understand, when you take a look at an acorn, you may just be looking at kind of a nut, an acorn, or whatever that actually is. I can't say that I'm really the one that understands that. Let's just be real. But when I see that, I don't just see the acorn, and I don't just see one tree. I see a forest. Locked inside of one seed is the potential to create an entire forest. So let's go ahead and do what it is that we do and join up with the rest of the crew. We got a whole lot of rise and grinders and breakfast with champions that are joining us this morning. So let's go ahead and get this groove moving. Let's go ahead and say hi to everybody. Go ahead and say hi to us. And today we're going to get the chance to say hi to you. So let's go ahead and get this music moving. Ooh. That starts off nice and easy.
Bringing it. Man, folks, this is something you could do in the morning every single day. When you're feeling down, when you don't feel right, get up and start moving. I tell you, the quickest way to a smile is dancing. You get up, you can't help but smile. You can't help but get in a better mood. You can't help but get energized. You can't help but want to be more than you were yesterday. I promise. Get up, start moving. If you're sitting down right now, why are you sitting down? Get up. If you're driving, just start shaking side to side a little bit, right? Get awake, wake up, get that blood flowing. It's like a little morning workout, but it's more fun than that because you get to dance to one of our favorite songs.
That's right.
Let's go.
So good morning, all of our friends. What's going on, Krista? Hey, Coco, how you doing? Don Sankey is up inside of the room today. Thank you so much.
So many people. I see Rod Hatfield up in the Heezy. Marilyn, what's going on? DM, how are you? Doug Thurston, my man, what's going on? 75 hard strong, brother. Let's go.
What's going on, Mike Higdon? Leisha, what is happening with you? Debbie, how are you today? Liza, what's going on? We love everybody that's jumping up inside of here. Our sister Marilyn is chilling. What's going on, Rodney?
Kim Ferrer, what's up, Kim?
having
Woo,
fun. I'm
so
gonna
many
start
people.
freestyling.
Nathaniel.
Let's see how we can do this. We got Vicky Everhart up inside of here, loving some twang. You know, we got to get some of that twang.
The
up in
Twang
here.
Sisters. What's up?
Judy, what's happening? Angeline, hey, how are you? Isaac, Cheryl, what is happening with you today? Thank
Man,
you for joining
Andy
us.
Buck is in the house. What's up, Andy? What's going on? You make sure you tell Shelly we said what's up.
Yeah. Gail, what's happening? Beverly, Pamela, Renee, what is going on over there and with all of you today? So excited that Jeff Baker came to hang out with us today too. Woo! This is going to be a good episode, man. I am really
Dude, it's
excited.
every day you wake up, it's a great episode. That is life. Get up and make the most of it. Make that episode exciting. Make it action-packed. Bring some suspense in that, but make it fun. Maybe a little comedy in that episode. But let's have some fun today, bro. Let's roll with this, man. I'm so glad that Glenn handed us over the keys to the palace, and we're going to come in here. We're going to have some fun. We're going to share. We're going to grow. So let's get into it, Lou. What you talking about, bro?
Well, I'm talking about saying what's up to Janice. I'm also saying what's up to Alicia. Terry, what's happening with you? Wendy Reed.
Gail, B-Crowd, what's going on? Brad Smith. Woo!
Yeah, Rodney, Rochelle. Let me see. Is that Leanne? Oh, man. I am jacking that one up. I know that I am. But give me grace, everybody. Robin, thank you so much for joining us. Gina! What's happening, Gina? How are you? Welcome. Oh, man. I'm trying to get over. Andy Buck. Yep, we said what's up. Pam Woosley, what's going on?
West Storm in the house.
Going smoothly. Yeah.
Tom Popelka, what's going on? Of course, we got Mark Ellis. Yo. I love you, Mark. What's going on, bro?
Keep that moving. Everybody, go ahead and keep that grooving. Tag your friends. Tag your enemies. I don't care. We need to revive everybody. It is time to wake up.
Wake up, wake up.
Yes, I'm having a great time inside of an echo room. I don't know if you guys ever saw Mr. Deeds, but I'm sitting inside of a room that is just straight echo. I want to say, hello. I don't know who I'm waking up either, but hopefully it's you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're glad that you are joining us today, and we definitely want to jump inside of this. Thank you so much for sharing that around. Thanks for saying good morning to all of us, and thank you again for being on hashtag Rise and Grind. Let's go ahead and get this conversation started. Fred, so I walked away from yesterday, or drove away from yesterday. Let me see. I've been in the car for days now. It's been crazy, right? But I walked away from yesterday, dropping my son off in college, giving him that last hug, that last kiss on the cheek, right? That last, son, you know what to do, don't you? Yes. And then he turned on that baby face. He turned that baby face on yesterday that, yeah, I do know. Right before he went to go get all sweaty and burly and all up in there with all the football players at Dordt University. And I walked away from that just saying, thank you, God, because each and every time that kid went into the garage when nobody saw him, we only heard him. Right? We definitely heard him, right? But every time he went into the garage, he tucked himself away, sowing seeds that eventually meant that he was reaping a college education paid for by 2 scholarships, not just for football, but for academics. So he has been sowing seeds his entire, education career so far, so that yesterday he can put on the cleats, put on the helmet, and be a collegiate athlete. And I walked away from that saying, God, I am so blessed, but how did that even happen? I don't even know how it happened. All this time we were sowing seeds into our son, telling him, son, you can be whatever it is that you want to be. You can achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. And he, at some point or another, believed it. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine what would happen if we started to believe that if we start sowing seeds, we can reap an incredible harvest? Fred, I don't know what would happen if everybody knew the superpower that was locked up inside of them.
Man, it's beautiful to see it happen. 18 years of a seed being planted to where it's come today. You guys have harvested a few things between there and that. He's done amazing stuff. Your son is a superstar and he has a huge, bright future, brother. And what the way it is because you always instilled love in him. You always instilled honor in him, trust, integrity, all these seeds that you're trying to plant inside of him to make sure that whenever he grows and he becomes the tree that he needs to be, that he's going to be the best tree. He's going to have good roots that are planted in deep, that they get all the nutrients that he needs. It gets all the education that he needs, all the knowledge that he needs so he can share it with the world. It's a beautiful thing. Whether you believe in God, the universe, the spirit, whatever it is that you believe in, you understand the power of doing the right thing, the power of planting seeds, the power of doing things that are not going to benefit you this moment, but they will years down the road.
Come on.
You have to do things sometimes that you won't see the benefits of for many years, maybe never. But you understand what legacy is. You understand what it does through your children, through your friends, through their children, by showing people the right way, by doing the right things, by constantly looking for ways to improve. It's a beautiful thing. It's so much fun. And it's like a game that you can play and you can get better at, like getting points. Like, my son plays, a lot of these EA games. You get these VC points and you earn these VC points. And you have to buy these VC points, but it makes your player better. And that's how I look at seeds that we plant. It's like a virtual VC point, but instead we get to do it in real life, IRL, right? We get to do it in real life and we get to do it and have fun with it. And we get to use that real energy, that true energy that we get from it, that true growth that we get from it, that true love that we get from it. Man, seed is not just a source of life. It is the very foundation of our being. It is the very foundation of our being. We start planting seeds the moment we're alive. Our parents they put those in for us. As we start to have a brain that we can actually function ourselves and know what we're doing and have comprehension, we start to plant seeds then. Sometimes the seeds aren't perfect. Sometimes we plant the wrong seeds because we think it's right. Sometimes we plant the wrong seeds because we don't have the education yet. We don't know what is right or wrong in a sense, right? So we start to do things and we assume. And when we start to learn and we start to educate, we realize those seeds, those become weeds. It's time for us to go pull those weeds, pull them from the root, pull them all the way out. But we still have all these other plants that we've had planted. So we don't want those weeds to come in and infest them. But that's okay. We learn. And the more that we plant the right things, the more intentional that we plant our seeds, the better they'll be. Man, I'm excited about this morning. I'm excited. I don't want to ramble too much about that, but I do love everyone for being here. Folks, gather that. Think about that. The seeds that we're planting every single day, they have to be intentional. Do not put seeds out there that you do not want. They will become weeds. Most likely they are weeds. Man, I love that you're up there with your son. I'm so glad you dropped him off. I'm so proud of him, man. I just want you to know how much I love you and Tiff and how proud I am of you guys and of Gabe, of course. I could imagine what his eyes look like whenever you were dropping him off, because I know how he is. He probably said, "Daddy." As big as he is, this dude's a beast.
He don't
He can outlift almost anyone I know, but he's going to still look at you and go, "Daddy. I love you, Daddy." And I love that about him. And that's such a sweet, sincere thing because he has that honor for you. And I love you for it, bro. Congratulations on that. Let's go. Let's keep this thing rolling.
Man, if there's anything that I think people maybe might be entertained by, it's by the cute little bromance we tend to have amongst ourselves, loving on each other. But we are absolutely in love with our families, and we are inspired that we have the opportunity to grow with them. And inside of that, we're talking about seed time and harvest, and trying to sow into our kids and the next generation the importance of understanding the influence and the power that they have inside of their tongue, that it can influence their relationships, that it can influence their communities, and that, of course, it can influence where it is that they go inside of business. And when we're sowing our seeds and we're intentional about where we put our time, we have to also be mindful of what it is that we say with our tongue, because death and life is in the power of the tongue. I didn't scare the hell out of my kids in order to get them to become the incredible humans that they're becoming today. Religion tends to find a way, or let me just say, the people inside of religion that don't have a firm identity of who it is that they are and who their God is, tend to have a relationship where they rather make you fear the absence of something rather than embrace the actual love of something. And we lead with love. We are excited to lead with love. We are excited to be on this channel right here by leading with love. I know that I've listened to Glenn. I've heard Glenn. You don't hear Glenn bringing a whole bunch of condemnation and conviction on the microphone. What you do hear him bringing is love on a consistent basis. And what comes from that? Well, we can scroll down and go all down throughout all of these names and read all of the love that's being poured back out, right? It's being reciprocated. But this love that we have needs to be consistent inside of our approach to everything it is that we do.
Yes.
See, in understanding the way that even people in the Bible, right, would understand that Jesus was who he was by seeing the love that was amongst the brothers, each other. The word said that they will know love because they will know that I am him. I am the Christ because of the way you love each other.
Mm.
That is powerful. And that's an indictment, right? The word also says that how can you say that you love a brother that you've seen and love me that you haven't seen? Matter of fact, you're a hypocrite. Ouch. Oh, that hurts a little bit because so many times we find an excuse for why we can't love somebody next to us.
Mm.
The level of love that we deposit into somebody else does not depend on the level of love that they deposit into us.
Mm.
You're responsible for the seeds that you have. You're responsible for the love that it is that you bring. And then ultimately, you trusting a process that allows time to continue to build, continue to heal, continue to grow, opens up the opportunity for harvest. And again, today, we receive a harvest. Look at all these beautiful flowers that are all over, all these emoji flowers. It's beautiful. Yeah. I love it.
They're emojied up. They have their own emojis. They know what's going on. And I love it. I've been watching all these comments and such beautiful comments. Vicky, we will be at that event. Of course, we're going to be there in November. How could we not be there for him in November, right? So we're excited. We will be there. And Lou is bringing some great stuff, folks. Here's the thing. A lot of us, sometimes we've made a lot of mistakes. A lot of us have planted a lot of bad seeds. I'm guilty. Been there, done that, right? I've made a lot of bad decisions when I was younger. I still make bad decisions. You know, I try my best to make more good than bad, but it's something that we are. We're human beings. That is okay. None of us are perfect. It's okay to be imperfect. Matter of fact, it makes life more fun when you're imperfect a little bit. Now, the goal is to be as perfect as possible, to be the best version of yourself, right? You know, Luke 8:6 says, other seed fell on the rocky soil, and as soon as it grew up, it withered away because it had no moisture, right? And that's the thing. Like, if you put seeds out there that are not good, they're weeds, they're garbage, and you know that's what you've done, don't put attention to it. Stay away from it. Start to plant other seeds in the right place and fertilize those, water those, give them moisture. Put moisture towards the seeds that you planted that are the seeds that you want to grow. When you start to focus on negative in life, when you focus on all the bad things you've done, oh, I'm horrible, I can't do anything right, I'm never going to grow, I can't do that, I can't. Those are such negative things about us humans. We are possible. We could do anything. Through the power of love, through the power of God, through the power of the universe, whatever you believe in, folks, whatever energy that you use to motivate you, whatever energy that it is that helps you inspire and motivate you, you go out and you use that energy. You use that to grow. But plant the right seeds and start to fertilize those. Don't worry about what you did in the past. Let that stuff go. Forgive. We're going to talk about that later. You have to forgive yourself of all the weight of unforgiveness. Once you're able to let that go, you're able to plant more seeds and you could focus on those seeds. Forget about the weeds. They're going to go away. They will wither away if you do not put any moisture towards it at all. Let it go. And I promise you, the glory land's right in front of you. You just have to put the work in. You put faith behind that work, and I promise you, it's going to be a beautiful thing. Keep growing, and it will. And it will happen. I promise. It's happening. It's happening right now. You're here. You're listening to the show. You're growing. You're finding ways to motivate. Keep finding those ways. Keep using those ways. I absolutely love this, man. And it's a beautiful thing. These seeds that we plant, it just takes some time sometimes, folks. And time is the most beautiful thing in the planet, man. Time could be very short when you plant a seed, can grow fast. Sometimes it's going to take a long time. But time is the best ingredient that you can have. Time heals all, folks. I love you guys, man. Woo! This is such a beautiful morning.
Killing it, son. I'm loving this. Loving this. And it doesn't, in this point, matter what any of you believe on the side of your faith, because when it comes down to it, if you sow a seed, and you water the seed and you give the seed time, it will grow. It will reach towards light. It will fight to live. And I'm talking to the fighters that are out there right now. Some of you have had words of wisdom. Some of you have read a book. Some of you have had seeds deposited inside of you from mentors, from friends, from loved ones. There's seeds that are in there reminding you that you are more than a conqueror, reminding you that your ideas are valid, reminding you that it's important that you dream, reminding you that there is so much more inside of you that you can unlock today. And I want to call to life those dreams. I want to pour water all over those ideas. I want to pour water all over the understanding that the growth that we can have is dependent on the ground we allow ourselves to be, right? That entire parable breaks down the different grounds that there are. There's the rocky soil,
Love
there's
it.
the good soil, there's the thorny ones, right? All of these different soils are us. So the question is always going to come back to you is what kind of ground is it that you are? Are you willing to break up your ground? See, understand that that's something that has to take intention. We've understood many, many different ways to cultivate our crops, make sure that we have food, make sure that we take care of our people, right? I rode through Iowa. If there's anything that I can see, it's that they have a system of planting seeds. Holy cannolis, Batman, for as far as the eye can see, there's soy and there's corn and there's all of this other stuff all over the place. And you see that each and every spot that was deposited, whether it was machinery or it was a man's hand, was deposited with intention, was deposited with hope. But that ground had to be prepared. That ground had to be taken care of. And that means that, yes, like you said, we have to pull out those weeds. Sometimes we have to be aware of vermin that's trying to come and steal the seed, right? You have to watch out for those things. You have to be intentional about protecting that seed. But you have to make sure that that ground is prepared. Now, there's another little part here, and this might get a little smelly, okay? But remember that the best, the very best fertilizer for a seed is, I ain't going to say the word, I just don't say the words, doo-doo. We'll just say poopy.
It's a poo-poo, right? Yes.
Right?
It's funny that you're saying that because my mind was going that way too. So I'm going to let you keep going, but I love where you're going with it.
Bring it, brother. Come on. Because, folks, there's a lot of crap that we deal with in our life. We know that. We understand that. But that is the best fertilizer for the seed that needs to grow.
It is. It's so crazy because that's the thing. You know, if everything was perfect, then it wouldn't be what we believe it is. We wouldn't have the lives that we have. It's not supposed to be just blah. We have to find things. Obstacles are supposed to happen. They're challenges. Those things are what we call opportunities to grow. Obstacles are not supposed to be something that stops you and go, I can't do this. That is the limited mind that we have sometimes. It's because of the old seeds that we planted years ago that are not seeds that we should have any water towards, right? You have to understand that God, the universe, and all those things out there that you believe in, folks, it's there for intention. It's there to help you grow. It's the energy that you need. What you put out is what you get back. The law of attraction, right? So make sure that you put out all the right things. You make sure you put out everything that you want, because the more you put out, the more you will get back. But it's not about getting back, honestly. It's about giving. It's called fulfillment. And that is what putting seeds out there. You put all these wonderful seeds for plants that grow that you may never have the fruit from, right? It may be your grandkids. It may be their grandkids that actually get to enjoy that fruit. But you're doing it because you have love. You start with love. Man, Lou. What a great morning this has been. I love you, man. I'm so glad. I can't wait to see you tomorrow morning so we could be here together, because that energy is going to be even more fire tomorrow morning when we start talking about time and we start talking about harvest here, right? But that's what's so beautiful about what's going on. Lou is being adaptable. He's out here planting seeds in Iowa with his son. They're out there. That is going to grow into something more beautiful. He's coming back here to have love and share, and we get to sit down and talk together as a father and two fathers who love their children, and we get to talk about the stories of his son being up at college. We get to talk about all these things because he planted seeds up there. I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited for you. Folks, I'm excited for this show. We're about to have to wrap this thing up. Let's get this Forgive, Focus, Fly going so we can get out of here.
We will real quick, but forgive me, everybody, for bringing the third grader to it, right? I said poopy, and it's hilarious how everybody is laughing and talking about the cocky, right? But it's so true.
But it is true.
There's something about, I don't know. There's something about
you can't really grow unless poop lands in your life, right? Poop makes life grow faster. When crap happens to you and you actually use it and you apply it onto what you're trying to grow, onto your seeds, onto your plants, guess what happens? It grows faster because you learn something from it. That is the beauty of life. Everything is for us. God made everything on this planet. So use it all, but use it wisely and figure out how to make it right. So, whoo, what a great morning, Lou. What a great morning, brother.
Incredible morning. So again, we want to make sure that you are encouraged to be aware of the seeds and respect and love the power that is inside of each and every one of them. The seeds that have been deposited inside of you, the seeds that you're depositing into others, inside of your businesses, inside of your relationships, and inside of your communities. And we'll talk more about that as we go on through the week, because it's so important that we do pay attention to the seeds that are growing in all of those. So before we leave, we want to make sure that we do deposit this into your life, all of you incredible people out there. This is Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
And this is Fred Lenartz, the subprime hero.
And if you want to keep growing those seeds that you've been planting, you have to apply 3 F's, and that's to forgive, focus, and fly. So do me a favor, everybody, and get ready to forgive, focus, and fly with us as we finish this episode 931 of hashtag Rise and Grind on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Forgive, focus, fly, and keep growing. Keep growing. Keep growing, man. Love you, Lou. Great job. Let's go. Let's go to this clubhouse and let's have some fun, bro.
Yeah, see you over at Clubhouse. We out. Love you all. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Peace.